If you lose you want, then
I am tired of the noise, tired of the scene. People acting reckless, chasing some dream. Think they Howard Stern in the 80s, the 90s, but all I hear is cruelty, the vibe's so grimy. Calling people names, throwing slurs like darts, trying to break folks down, rip apart hearts, saying the R word like it's part of the script. That ain't edgy, that's just sick. That ain't right, that ain't brave. You're not a rebel, you're just a wave of the past we're trying to leave behind, but you drag it back like it's still fine, making people hurt just for a laugh. That ain't comedy, it's a broken folks betting cash for pain, exploiting the different for personal gain. Do this, say that will make you a star, but all they do is leave permanent scars. No, that's not bold, that's weak inside. Real strength uplifts it, don't divide. You think shock value gonna earn you fame? You're just another name playing a shameful game. That ain't right, that ain't brave. You're not a rebel, you're just a wave of the past we're trying to leave behind, but you drag it back like it's still fine, making people hurt just for a laugh. That ain't comedy, it's a broken path. We rise for the ones you mock, stand tall like a solid rock. This ain't about cancel clout, it's about what we should speak out. So keep your mic if that's your voice, but don't pretend it's a noble choice. 'Cause kindness speaks louder, brighter than hate, and the future don't got room for that outdated state.
what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Be right back, guys. I'm doing something outside. Someone's here. Hello. Oh shit. Hold on.
Hello everyone, it's Alvalanker. I'm here alone, but Jake should be back soon and we're gonna put on a fantastic show for you today. Happy Easter. Happy birthday, Jesus. No wait, it's not Jesus' birthday. It's the day he rose from the dead. It's kind of like his second birthday. Oh wait, I know whose birthday it is. It's Adolf Hitler's birthday. Happy birthday to the Fuhrer.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You seem your mic's a little bit low.
Oh yeah? Alright.
All right. Hold on. You sound like you're underwater, but what's up?
Nothing much. How have you been? How's your Easter going? Or you celebrate Easter?
We had some we're dealing right now. We got someone at the house, but we're doing some stuff right now.
Cool.
But the last time I had you on the show, Bobby Nick got mad at me.
Who cares what he's? I don't. I actually recorded all those. Recorded a bunch of clips of him when he was talking shit about me and you. He was saying like, "Oh, you had Alvalanker on. Alvalanker's a fucking loser. There's a reason he's not any." So I'm gonna make a compilation video of that.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with Bobby Nick. He has a problem with me, but I don't have a problem with him. So.
Yeah.
But how's your week been?
It's been good.
Who have you had on the show this week?
We had a bunch of people, including we just did a show today. So one of the things that I also, Andrew's in Florida now.
Oh, I heard he told he told a dirty joke to one of the nurses, and I
Yeah.
heard he did it more than one time, and they kept telling him to stop doing that. And then he did it again, and they told him that he had to leave, right?
Yeah. And the thing is no one wanted to go to Wisconsin.
That's where he was, right?
Yeah, in Wisconsin, nobody wanted to come to Wisconsin, but everybody, Lemmy and Granny went to Florida, lives in Florida, and they went to see him yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Was it on stream?
yeah, I think
Oh, how's he doing?
Andrew's doing okay. I've been watching him from afar because me and Andrew never got along, and you know, I think I run my mouth sometimes, and it's gets to the point where I'm like,
Is he living with is he staying with family, or is he just at a new facility?
I think he's with family or something for right now until they can get him a place.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to go through SSI and SSDI, all that stuff. That might take a
Yeah,
long time. The courts. He's got to deal with the Social Security system and the government, and maybe he's probably going to get a new social worker and everything in Florida, I assume. I don't know.
yeah, and also they have to do the paperwork, and he's got new programs and all that.
Yeah, the paperwork is a pain in the ass, and then
Tell
yeah,
me about it.
yeah. Well,
It's
is he still? Is he like still dating Shayna? Are they in a relationship?
Shayna and them broke up.
Oh, I didn't know.
Shayna cheated on him.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah,
Oh, that must have hurt him.
yeah.
Jeez.
But here's Stormy's been helping. A lot of them been helping him out.
Yeah, isn't she his sister?
Stormy,
Yeah.
she's just a friend to
Oh,
him. Luke,
oh,
yeah,
that's good. Yeah, Wisconsin is you know, I live on the East Coast. I know Granny lives on the East Coast, and Lemmy lived on the East Coast, and Mr. A
yeah.
lives kind of on the East Coast, but yeah, it's hard to get to Wisconsin, and it's a long
Now he's,
drive.
but now you can go. People now, a lot of the people. Mandy can go and see him. People that now instead of like having to, for me it would be a full day to go there, full day drive to go there.
So
Yeah,
well, if you talk to Andrew, tell him I said hello, and
yeah.
I wish him the best.
I don't talk to Andrew.
Oh, okay.
He blocked me on everything.
Yeah, I think he did too because Stormy made him. Stormy told him a bunch of lies because Stormy's the only one who seems to have a legitimate problem with me. But I sent Andrew a bunch of direct messages and she intercepted them and made sure that he didn't get them.
Yeah, here's the thing. So now he's until he gets into his program, he might be streaming all day. The
That's
new
good.
program, and they're one of the things that they have in Florida is called ARC. You know, I just want to say we're friends. I don't have a problem with you, brother.
Yeah, man. I agree. I have no. I never had a problem with you.
You
I
know,
think.
but I was fed some lies.
Yeah, of course, and so was Andrew, and it's not their fault. It's not your guys' fault. It's people love to hate, especially in this
Yeah,
this this world, the streaming world. Is people a lot of jealous people, a lot of people who are resentful.
yeah,
They have to point the finger at. They have to have one bad guy to point the finger at
yeah,
because it's just like in the media. There's always somebody who's the bad guy that the media
yeah.
makes out to be the bad guy, and then you
Like
find out in real life they're not really that bad.
like what they did to Martin Squirrely.
Oh yeah, exactly. Wow, I'm impressed you know about that. Yeah, that's exact. You're absolutely right.
Like what they. I knew about Martin before I've watched the document American Greed documentary that CNBC did about him.
Yeah, he didn't get paid for that at all. They used his name and likeness, and he's actually trying to sue. His lawyers are trying to sue them because they used his name without his permission and everything, and they made a lot of money. And
CNBC did.
yeah,
I thought.
Martin hates NBC. We're not even on his Discord server. We're not all NBC links are banned. We're not allowed to post NBC links because
Yeah,
he has parents. His parents are still living in Brooklyn. His parents aren't rich. He came from a very poor family in Brooklyn, and his parents get a lot of harassment. They get a lot of death threats and people harassing them all the time, and they didn't do anything.
because of because
Because
NBC made a hit piece on their show about Martin.
yeah, well, also that, and the New York Times and the Washington Post, the newspapers also did, way before the American Greed thing came out.
Yeah,
Before he went to prison,
yeah,
they had a lot of hit pieces out on him, and his family was being harassed, and he has got an older brother, and his father died of a heart attack from the stress. His dad just died 2 years ago
yeah. I
from
if
from the stress.
if you can if you can get me an interview with Martin, that'd be great.
Yeah, man, I can give you I think you can contact him directly. He's pretty easy to get in touch with on his Twitter, or I can give you his email, his personal email address. But
All right.
I'll also ask him about it. He's in San Francisco right now for a conference for uh,
Yeah,
technology. So
yeah.
he'll when he's back in New
Hey,
York, I'll talk to him.
all right. The reason, hey, I hope you don't pull a stutter. Stutter and John was supposed to give me the email of Richard Ojeda, and he never did.
Oh no, it's very easy. Martin's email is public. It's actually just Martin Shkreli at martinshkreli.com. It's on his. If you go to his website martinshkreli.com, you can get his email right there.
All
And
right.
he reads all his email.
Yeah. I always, I do all of my own comments. Like I said, like my guest said today on the show, I, you know, I do all the footwork for getting guests.
Yeah,
Just
man. I notice you do a lot of hard work, and you never rest. You are a really hard worker, and
Yeah, I do take naps, but sometimes when stuff needs to happen. So that's
absolutely.
worth ethic. But I hope that you know, I the only thing I remember about the show about you on the show on No Filter is you playing guitar.
Yeah, that's kind of why how they found me, because they liked my music. I think Jerry Shepherdini loved he loved my song, one of my songs, and he kept saying that he wanted to get me on the show, and I think he's the one who got me on the show originally. It was him and Jim Grindle from
He,
the FGTZ podcast. Remember that?
yeah, yeah,
And then after that show, everybody got kicked off that show, and then everybody who got kicked off that show ended up on BYB, and then
the
Derek.
Backyard Boys.
Yeah, and then Derek kicked like half of those people off the show, and then we all ended up on No Filter. So,
Yeah, and then the people that got kicked off of No Filter went over to the Lunatic Lounge.
right. Yeah, and then I guess Bobby Nick got monetized, so now he's doing his own thing.
Yeah, and Jerry and Mr. A are doing. Bradley is doing shows over on Rumble.
Yeah, yeah, they do they're good together. They talk a lot about wrestling, which that's why it didn't really work out with me, him, and Bradley. Like we're all still friends, but I just wasn't a wrestling fan.
You
And
know,
Jerry said like he didn't he felt like he was boring me with all the wrestling talk, and he really wasn't. But he wanted to talk. He wanted somebody on the show who knew more about wrestling, and I just didn't know that much about wrestling, you know.
um, so I just want to say that we're friends, and I would love to have you on the show. Bobby has had people on the show that I don't like.
Yeah, there's all in this community. There's a lot of toxicity, but that's the comedian world.
Yeah,
The comic world is very toxic.
yeah,
Just a lot of competitive people.
yeah. And I want to say thank you so much for if 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 we do get Martin on the show, I will give you a shout out. I don't know if you know I I want to get his side of the story. I know there's a lot of legal stuff that he might not want to talk about.
Yeah, Yeah, because he's still on probation. So if he you know what that means. If he messes up, he goes back to jail.
Yeah,
If he makes one mistake, so he's got to be really careful.
yeah.
And
And one of the things that you know, the one thing I know about it was him making the comments about Hillary.
yeah, he made one comment about Hillary, and
The news
this
media took it out of control. Took it out of control.
yeah, he said he made a joke saying, oh, he wanted a strand. He will pay $50,000 for a strand of Hillary's hair to test her DNA, which obviously was a joke. Like he doesn't have a laboratory, or he's banned from the pharmaceutical industry, so he's not allowed in any laboratories or anything. It was just a joke, and Hillary said it was a threat. She felt threatened. Her safety was in danger because she thought somebody was going to come up with her with scissors and try to cut her hair off and
Well,
stab
what
her.
about you know, what Hillary Clinton? Here's the thing. Um, everybody thinks that you know, I've watched a lot of these cases go down, and but in real life, they're good people. They're just getting bombarded by the news media.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes, but when you're a famous person and you make a mistake on a public platform like he did on Twitter,
Yeah,
then a lot of people are going to see it, and a lot of people who don't like you are going to take advantage of that mistake and
yeah.
try to bring you down.
And one of the thing, pastor, big televangelist, uh, not Olstein,
Oh, Joel Osteen?
not I wasn't talking about Joel, but I was talking about the other big one, the one in
Oh,
Dallas. Kenneth Copeland gets a lot of hate because of stuff that he said. Pat Robertson got a lot of hate for stuff that he said on his show, that 700 Club.
right. Yeah, Pat Robertson. Yeah.
And unfortunately, because of the deal that he did, he here's the thing: part of his contract selling the Family Channel to Fox is they had to keep that 700 Club, the 700 Club, on the channel forever.
Oh, that's a long
That
time.
that's the reason why you see 700 Club every on that channel on Freeform now is because of a contract that
Right.
they were forced to sign.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah, man. Those contracts are be very careful with those contracts. Go ahead.
yeah,
Always have a lawyer.
yeah, but all right.
Oh, is that smoke on the water?
Yeah,
You want me to play it?
no, I was just humming that.
Oh, okay.
You know, you could have been on Cut of the Jibs Guitar Guys show.
I was on three or four episodes. I actually have them. I put them on my channel too. I have them uploaded. But I was on that show three or four times. It was a cool show. It's just
Yeah, you know what I did the other day? I got $50. So what I did first did is I got to pay EV Bucks for the month.
what did you do with it?
I got to pay EV Bucks.
Oh, what is that?
It's the same thing. The same thing. Jib uses.
The streaming service?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Is it better than StreamYard?
it's 20. It's a lot better than
Oh, really?
StreamYard. It's 25. StreamYard is 45.
Oh, so you can do does it have more features, or it's basically like similar but it's just
I,
cheaper?
actually, on the one I got on the free version, you could stream the two platforms on 80 bucks. Then the one platform here on StreamYard. On the paid one, you could do four instead of three.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay.
On the basic, yeah, I have the basic.
Yeah, I use do you know OBS?
OBS. I know what OBS is. I also have used OBS before. I've used Slot. I used Streamlabs desktop.
Okay, yeah, I've Streamlabs too. The Streamlabs Elements. It's got it that like slows my computer down a lot though.
Yeah, and I've also had I've used Melon, Restream, and Rumble Studio, and I also in the mobile app for YouTube.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Rumble's making doing pretty good. It's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they everybody's moving over there. Tim Pool's moving over there.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, because it's not censored as much. You can say you don't have to edit your videos, and you can monetize your videos and not and say certain words that you can't say on YouTube. Like it's ridiculous what you can't say on
Yeah.
YouTube now. Like, are you monetized? Can I speak freely
No,
or
I'm not monetizing. This is 18 plus.
okay? So you know you can't say the word like kill or anything on YouTube now if you're monetized. Like you have to bleep out the word kill or
Yeah,
shoot. Like if you're talking about like I was on. I've done some history podcasts, you know, like just about history, like World War
yeah,
II and stuff. And
yeah,
if you say like, oh, uh, the Americans and the British killed, you know, 1,000 Germans, you can't monetize that video if you say killed, the word killed. So you have to
yeah,
say something else. It's so silly. So how are you
it,
supposed to like do it like any kind of crime or history or to talk about anything serious like
yeah.
without bleeping all that like stupid word like kill out or
And you can't say gun. You got to say pew
yeah,
pew.
you can't say gun, you can't say suicide. So like I've heard people instead they change it to instead of say kill yourself, they say you YouTube yourself,
Ooh,
or you know like they to troll YouTube.
yeah. But that YouTube gets back in the day you could say anything and because of YouTube, but now it's like everybody these SJWs are making it hard for us.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man.
There's the reason, and here's the thing. I basically want to say this. I'm so thankful that I have like people that I'm not I'm viewer supported, so I don't need um
Yeah,
just test and see if it was working. Ma'am,
well, you know what? You put in. Are you there? Or
alright, hold on. Sorry, hold on. The people. Um, I just want to say that I do have a lot of respect for you, and I want to thank you so much for coming on the pod, coming on and show. I know Bobby Nick is not going to lie, or Chris Gibb. Chris Gibb took me off of the EV Mux, paid to the EV Mux plan that he made
you know what? I'm gonna talk to him soon, and me and him are gonna make up and figure this out because
because it's like it's getting to the point where I'm caught in the crossfire on this.
yeah, that's not fair.
It's
Uh,
like he, you know, what happened in the past needs to stay in the past.
Nothing
What
even
ha-
happened to that. I never had a fight with him. That's the thing. That's what's weird. Is that we never had a fight or anything. If you look at the videos, me and him always got along, and we, you know
um,
we're both guitar players, and we have a lot in common. So it's really silly and stupid for us
yeah,
to not be friends. I mean, I don't have any problem with him at all. You
it
know, I may have said some like trollish things, but I was just trolling or being trying to be funny for the show. You know, we're trying to do a funny show.
yeah,
So, you know, I try to tell jokes and sometimes the jokes bother people, but you know,
yeah,
that happens.
jokes.
They've told jokes that bothered me, but I don't complain. I know it's
They
funny show.
they called you a Nazi.
I know. That's silly though, because if I was a Nazi, would I don't know. I was on a show with Jewish people and black people, and I'm also. Do you know that I'm part Hispanic? I'm part Puerto Rican. So how can I be a Nazi? If I was a Nazis hate people like me because I'm not a Nazi.
All right, I hear ice cream truck.
Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn. That's Mr. Softy. It's
On a
he's been
Sunday?
yeah, man. He comes around every single day now in the spring and in the summer.
Wait,
He's
you're in Brooklyn. You're next to Gino.
yeah. I'm pretty. I'm close. I was just in the city. I went to Bobo from Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
I just went to the Mets game with him on Thursday. I was at the Mets game. I posted some stuff on social media,
Uh,
pictures and stuff. But
hey, so let me tell you something. My Twitter, my main Twitter, the Twitter that I had for like couple years, on for, hey, how you doing, Campbell? Welcome. Um, Unfortunately, it got suspended, and I don't know it
is it permanently suspended, like permanent suspension, or just temporary?
hit permanent.
Permanent. Jesus. What did you? Do you remember what you said?
No, it wasn't some. It said an authentic behavior.
But you don't know, like, did somebody report your account? You think?
I have a lot of people, dude. I have a lot of people that don't like me.
Yeah, yeah. I
That
understand. I understand.
if here's the thing is, but luckily I had a second. I have two other Twitters that people I've already made that I can use.
Good. Yeah, that's smart. You gotta stay ahead of the game. Make sure you have backup accounts for everything now.
But here's the thing is also that they're not linked to anything that is linked to that account. So if say if something happens, I can just jump on another account and be up ready to go in a few minutes.
Great. That's good. That's smart. Yeah, man. You're what I was gonna say. Like you have you said you're not subscriber supported or use or follower supported, but you
No,
put in you put in the
I
hours
no,
and
no. Let me finish. I'm viewer support. When people say I do make money on I do. I don't make money on Google or Amazon or anything that I make, but people do donate to me or tip me.
yeah, yeah.
And I
It's
also, if you people don't see half the things that I'm doing on the back end. People don't see half the things that I'm like trying to deal with on a daily basis to try to get people on my show, try to get like everything going. But it's people who are not able, pe- if you if you can't support, there's other ways you can support me. There's if I had a gaming thing, I would go into one of those Stream Elements games, and I would do a stream of gaming. If I had a computer, if I had a big setup,
right.
and I would do a game stream. But I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, not
I
everybody's a gamer, man.
You can also support me by like liking my tweets, liking, sharing the streams, getting us out to a bunch of people because YouTube algorithm sucks.
Yeah, I know. You got to you
My
got to be
shorts get more view. My shorts get more views than my streams.
Yeah, mine do too. My shorts get I'll get like 500 shorts within an hour. I mean 500 views on a short within an hour sometimes.
My one of my puzzles got like in the first like hour got like 1,900 views
Wow, that's pretty good.
in the first hour. But it was a number puzzle, and I actually have somebody. I have somebody that does the number puzzles for me, and makes them and sends them to me so I can post them.
That's cool. Yeah,
Hey, you want to hear something really funny on my channel? I have a cameo from one. I actually have videos on my channel
hmm
of I have a cameo from Daniel Spencer, Ron Shirley from Littleton Towing and Recovery in Littleton, North Carolina. That's Wendell, North Carolina.
hmm
I have Dr. Steve from Sirius Satellite Radio.
Oh yeah, of course. It's weird medicine, right?
Yeah, I paid for that one. I used
Yeah.
my birthday money to buy that. I
Yeah,
used,
Dr. Steve he's great. He's a great guy.
yeah. Uh,
I was
yeah. I'm sorry if I'm not like speaking to the chat right now. I'm like trying to do sometimes when I do an interview like or like I talk to some people like this, sometimes the chat sometimes doesn't like respond to chat. I think chat is I think people don't here's the thing, I see these people all the time like, oh, YouTube is hard. YouTube's hard. I'm getting little to no views.
You got to work for it, man.
You gotta work for it,
Yeah, you
man.
can't just upload a video and expect people to watch to just thousands of people to watch your videos. You gotta promote. You gotta have good guests on. You gotta keep pushing your product and letting people know that and market yourself like you do. Like you do.
Man, all right.
Like you actually have a name for yourself. Like I know
Yeah.
most people know who Jake Hudson is.
There is hold on.
Huh?
Hold on.
If you don't, now I gotta roll.
There's something here.
Okay, they are, okay.
I had to flush the toilet. Oh, you can go in there and just flush it.
Okay, the floor wet?
No.
Okay. Alright, let me see it.
I'm live right now. I went live that before you got here. So,
Oh, you've been cleaned up this room.
actually, watch the screen is right there on the screen.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Alright.
Man, I hate this double authentic.
Sorry about that.
I hate this double verification crap. I gotta to log in on everything now.
Yeah.
I know you can turn it off, but I know it's just safer to have. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm trying to log into the chat to say hello to people,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you could do you could make like videos like tutorial videos on people how to have a successful YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hey, the best advice I can give people is don't think that you're gonna make $1 million on YouTube.
No, you got to do it. You got to not do it for the money first. You got to want to do
Yeah.
it, and you got to do it out of passion.
Yes, ma'am.
And then,
Yes, sir.
yeah, and then if you do a good job, the money will come later.
Yeah. Did you turn that? Did you get to flush that toilet?
Yeah, flush it.
All right, I'll go check it. Thank you. Hold
So
on.
you sorry, take your time.
Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can. Do you can I play a little guitar? I got my amp here, so I was gonna play some riffs, and then
All right, go
before I-
ahead. Listen.
before-
Listen. Here's the thing. I'm not monetized, so it won't copyright. It will just if they catch it, it will just copyright claim. They'll do a claim. They won't do a strike.
Yeah, no, it won't copyright because I'm not gonna play any real. I'm just gonna play riffs. It's not gonna. It won't.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 minute. I gotta.
By the way, I'm um I've been watching a lot of like Ryan Hall and stuff, like this Weather Channel.
Oh yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. All right. Let me know if you can hear this. How it
All
sounds.
right, we can hear it.
Can you tell what
Is
song that
that
was?
Guns N' Roses?
Yeah. Very good.
Um,
Sweet child of mine.
Sweet Child of Mine. Yeah, that was a that was a. People are saying this is a trash podcast. This ain't trash. This is not a podcast. This is us talking.
That's all right, man. Don't worry about the haters.
Yeah.
If they had anything, if they were any better, they'd have their own podcast and they wouldn't be watching somebody else's.
By the way, and they could also use this. And by the way, you say it's not easy. There's a way for people that. By the way, StreamYard is easy to use.
Yeah, StreamYard is a great tool.
Yeah.
OBS is a little harder, but OBS is you can actually do a lot of cool things with OBS, like as a
Yeah.
producer.
And the thing is, it's like you're. The thing is, it's like so. Bobby Nick was my producer. Bobby Nick didn't do.
Bobby Nick doesn't know shit about producing. Trust me. I've been on podcasts with Bobby Nick for years. He's not very technologically savvy.
Yeah, but he's the podcast person for Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew doesn't have a lot of special effects on his show. I mean, Andrew pretty much carries the show by talking himself.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of funny stuff to say.
until I don't know if he's got a program there. I know for the first few days he's going to be there. He's not going to have a program. He might be streaming all day.
Does he have his own computer that he brought to Florida?
Yeah, think
Okay,
so.
that's
He
good.
he took his whole streaming setup.
That's good.
And the thing is, it's like the place there. I looked it up. I looked up the program threshold.
Hmm.
They you don't watch that if you watch the video on there, don't watch it on stream because Andrew is in that video. You can
Oh,
dox Andrew.
oh wow.
You can dox Andrew. You can't dox him anymore because he's not there.
Right.
But Stormy got mad at me for playing that video or talking about that video.
Yeah.
And
She-
but the thing is, she's been dealing with a lot of stuff. But so and I'm not asking to try to, if I would love to have Martin on to get his side of the story.
Yeah. Yeah, when he gets back to New York, I don't know, it should be in a couple days, but I'll be able to talk to him then. And like I said,
Tell him who I am. Tell him that I'm not going to railroad him. I am not mainstream media. I'm a. I know this. I know half the story because of national the national brand syndicate over there. Sorry, NBC. All right. Hey, I gotta go.
okay.
Avalanche. Sorry, I just had to end because I had to go do some stuff.
Yeah, me too. I gotta go. I gotta eat dinner with my family soon.
All right, love you, brother. Any plugs?
Just check out my music. Just Google Alvalanker. That's me. I got a new album out. I have 7 studio albums out. You can hear them on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud,
Yeah,
anywhere that streams music. You can hear my music.
yeah.
So
You can also I have a podcast out. We're on. If you look up, here's the thing. We're on Apple. We're on iHeart. We're on everything included. We are on. We're on SoundCloud. Some of my music that I do, my AI music, is on SoundCloud,
oh
including
yeah,
a.
I've been playing the one song you sent me, or I've been playing it on my stream sometimes
What
because I
what
mix
which
the
one?
music.
Which
Um,
one?
Let me see. Give me 1 second.
Because the one I sent you is the fake friends one. Think,
I think you sent me 2 or 3 of them.
yeah.
I'll tell you right now. It's Don't Let the Trolls Win.
Oh, don't troll the one. I made that song because one of my friends was really one of my friends that I've streamed with, I do shows with. She was thinking about quitting. She was having issues with trolls and just wanted to pick her up and just want to say we got you.
That's cool. That's cool, man. That's very nice.
Yeah, and it's like people. All right. Thank you, guys. And by the way, I'm sending people over to Ryan Hall. By the way, that's why I'm saying his Weather Channel. We're sending them over to him. Ryan Hall, y'all on YouTube. You guys. So, all right. Thank you guys. I love you guys. And I like to stay in the back. I want to talk to you for like a second.
All right, man. All right, bye, everyone. Thank you, man.